Hey everybody, this is Dal Stone here, doing a Substance Designer video. So this is Substance Designer 5, and I'm going to be doing, let's see here, I have a couple things here that I want to do. I think I just accidentally killed my reference image. So this is my reference image. I'm just going to take this, throw this out here. And I just know someone actually wanted to use the room, but I've already booked the room, so it's been crazy busy. Again, I just want to say sorry for not being able to record something this morning, so I'm gonna have to do this right now during my lunch. So yeah, I kind of stole this room from somebody, but it's okay. So yeah, guys, I just want to quickly say thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for following me on Twitter. My Twitter is @Dallas_Doan. Follow me there if you guys want to see updates, like my daily updates. Like today, I posted an update saying that I wasn't going to be able to post up anything this morning. All right, so yeah, so now that I got that out of the way, creating a brand new substance, right? And I'm going to call this Rock Gravel 01. And I just want to say quickly as well is I'm not a professional in substance at all. I'm learning substances just as probably as much as you guys are. So just wanted to make sure that you guys understood that. I quickly did when I went to new project, I went to Metal Roughness PBR shader. Sorry guys, I'm talking a bit fast here. I should probably slow down a little bit. I just want to make sure that I get a decent setup video here for you guys. And because I wasn't able to do anything this morning, I wasn't able to do the Humble Home video at lunchtime. So I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow. I'm gonna try and bounce back and forth between the two. You guys let me know which one you guys like. You know, give me your comments and stuff like that. And just a reminder that I do timestamps on my descriptions because I can't do any video editing. I just don't have time for that. So just wanted to remind you guys to use the timestamps if you're interested in specific things, and you didn't want to go through specific areas. So this is just the setup phase right now. So I'm going to call this Rock Gravel 01. Just want to make sure that I'm nice and organized. So there we go. So now I have my scene. What is this? Basic wood bark? I don't want basic wood bark. Why is this called basic wood bark? Did I accidentally close something? Save as. No, I definitely did not want this there. I don't know why this got called that. Sorry about that. So it should be Rock Gravel 01. It's my substance. There you go. So there we go. So now we literally have a blank. This graph is not editable because the package is read only. I don't understand what that means. So can I not add something here? Let's see your uniform. No, it's definitely editable. So I don't know why this is popping up like this. It's okay. So for roughness, we're gonna go with rock. So rock is like, you know, it's pretty rough. So I'm just gonna go like somewhere around here. It's definitely not smooth, right? I'm gonna duplicate this uniform graph, plug it into metallic, and it's definitely not metallic at all. So I'm just gonna put this as black, completely black. So this is kind of the material that we're gonna kind of get. I'm gonna save this substance. I don't know why it's showing up this graph is not editable because the package is read only. Hopefully that doesn't bite me later on. And I'm gonna just show you guys the reference image. I just took this from CG Textures, and my goal is to try and recreate a procedurally generated texture from Substance Designer. Hold on. From Substance Designer. So it's going to be like these kind of rock pebbles, right? With like a little bit of, what can I, like, it's not letting me pan through here. Kind of have a little bit of dirt back here but mostly just like this rock, gravel. Okay, sorry guys, I'm rushing. I don't know why I'm rushing. Time for me to just slow down here a little bit. It's just been super busy today, so that's probably why I'm kind of running around and what's that called? That's why I'm kind of like rushing a little bit. So I'm going to, overall, the base color for now, I'm just going to put as kind of like a bluey kind of color. Kind of like that. Kind of like this, I think. Something like that. Doesn't really matter too much. And then I'm going to create a height map. So in Substance Designer, you always want to start off with a height map. I'm just going to save this here. You always want to start off with a height map. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with a height map. So for this substance here, I think I'm going to add another output images. I wonder if I can add a new input tweak. No, I want to add another. So this is my base normal, or my base color. These two I'm probably not going to touch too much. Maybe a little bit later when I do a little bit tweaking. But for now, I just want to create some shapes, right? I'm going to create, I'm going to go to Polygon. And I think I'm going to try Polygon 2 to kind of create some of the rock shapes. So kind of the rock shapes here, right? So I'm going to pick maybe one of these cool little rocks. So here we go. I'm going to maybe give it maybe 7 sides. 7 sides to it. The curve, kind of give it a nice little curve. Gradient, just keep the gradient as default here. And then I'm going to put like levels on it. Sorry, have it selected, go to levels, it'll connect it automatically. And then I'm going to kind of play around with this here a little bit. And then I'm going to maybe duplicate this polygon. I'm going to add a blend because I'm going to blend this. So I'm going to add a blend. I'm going to throw this into the foreground. I'm going to throw this polygon. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Let's go maybe something like that. Put a background on here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to blend this a little bit. I'm going to actually put a transform. So now we can kind of play around with this a bit. See, so now we have kind of some cool little kind of shapes. So we can create some shapes here. That might be a little bit too harsh. This is kind of a cool shape here. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Let's scale this up a little bit more. So a little bit more. There we go. So now we have kind of like this rock shape. I'm going to play around with the gradient, I think. Let's go with skew. No. Yeah, we can skew this. Let's skew grade. Let's skew this a little bit. So we're gonna skew this rock a little bit like that. I mean, no, I don't even think we need to do that. I need to put. Let's see. So let's go something. Just want to create a nice little shape. Sure. Something like that. So this is like, so right now I'm just trying to create like my couple of my rocks, right? So I'll be kind of doing that for quite some time, and then what I'll do is I'll put a generator, like a tile random generator, random, tile random, right? And then this one will go into here, pattern input, right? And then we're going to go to pattern input. There it is. So it's just kind of creating random kind of things, and then I can go to so this is kind of where it's going to go. Plug this into here. This way you can kind of see some of the normals that's being made, right? So those are normals there. I'm going to turn off the alpha so I can see it a little bit better. Right, so right now obviously we need to do more than that. We're gonna go like crap ton of these, and then we're gonna go something like sizes random, make some random sizes, scale random, right? So now we have a bunch of random scale, interlacing relatively largest. Go. I don't think this matters at this point. Rotation random, symmetry random. So yeah, so now essentially at this point you're just kind of just randomly generating as many kind of rocks as you want, right? So shape random. So now we have a bunch of random shapes involved. Rotation random, so now we have a bunch of rotating ones, right? Position, offset random, just general randomness, offset, and then you can create like masks and stuff like that, right? So I think for now we'll just leave it like that. Okay. So there we go. Okay, so now we have some random kind of shapes and stuff like that. I don't like that there's these little kind of knickknacks on here, but for now we're gonna have to kind of deal with it. Okay, so we have kind of one already in there. Let's go and duplicate. So for this, we're gonna put a blend, obviously, because we're gonna blend like another one of these into there. So I'm just gonna put this blend right up here. Shift, I think, add or control shift. Hold on. I'm just gonna load up my my notes. Sign in here. I don't know if this is smart for me to do this on here. It's okay. I just want to have a bunch of hotkeys and stuff like that for Substance Designer. Just wanted to see how to create anchor points. Oh, there we go. Oh no, that's not it. I wanted to put some anchors here, but it's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to create another polygon shape. I'm just going to duplicate this. And for this one, I'm going to kind of go for more like a 5 maybe. Curve. Go a little bit rounder. Go for like maybe something like that. And then I will go and duplicate that one, maybe create something a little bit more wavy. Gradient. Maybe go for like a 3. Sure. And then I'm going to blend these two. Foreground, background. I'm going to put transform here. Again, just kind of seeing what I can do here. Just to kind of blend these two together. Just to kind of create some cool shapes. So that rock is kind of cool. So right now we're not really getting too much, so I'm just gonna try and maybe we multiply it, or we subtract, divide. No, divide's not good. Soft light, no. Let's go with divide. No, definitely not divide. What was this one? This one was min dark. So let's go min dark again. And like I said, guys, this is all like tweaking, right? This is literally you're tweaking things, right? So can you rotate this? No. Oh, you can rotate this, but oh yeah, you can rotate. So you just gotta rotate. Oh, there you go. It's Alt. Alt will help you rotate. So this kind of helps with that, and then we can try and create some cool little shapes here. So I'm just gonna see what we can do. Like, that's kind of cool. Add sub. So add sub so far kind of gives me a different rocks. So I'm gonna go add sub. Now I just have to tweak a few things here, obviously. Cool. And then I'm just going to maybe change the gradient down a little bit more. There we go. So now we have a bunch of these. I'm gonna put a another random generator into here. And let's go like that. Go to pattern input. That's kind of the rocks right now at the moment. We're gonna add these together. Definitely not subtract. Screen is probably the better one here. So now we have some more larger shapes, right? So obviously we need to kind of scale back the size of this. So and then let's go so just completely random here. So that's at the bottom. So now we have this split. Okay, no, we don't want multiplier. So now again, you're just kind of randomly generating different kind of numbers, just playing around with the shape. That's scaling it way down, which I don't think we want to do. I want to try and keep things. So now we're getting just a bunch of random shapes now. So I feel like we need to scale some of this up a bit more. So maybe we go like this, or let's see if we can scale size. Scale random. Okay, yeah, so this is, can we change that? We can change it to 2. So let's go like 1.5. There we go. And then for these ones we can go, for the scaling purposes, or scale. So let's go scale. Let's go 1. Let's go 1.5 as well. That's not bad. That's not bad. And again, this is tiling because it's procedural. You know, it's gonna be pretty cool. Just gonna go. We're gonna keep multiplier. I don't think we want roll multiplier. Shape, scale, random, rotation, random. Get some more rotations here. Offset, random. Just kind of get more offset and randomness going on around the whole thing. Cool. There we go. So now we have that. Okay, so now we have a couple of random rocks here, and it's put into the normals, so it's spitting out the normal map. Right, so this is what the normal map looks like at the moment. I feel like there needs to be, like, there's more flat areas, right? Like in that image, whereas this is like, there's not that much flatness going on. So I think I need to fix up some of these shapes, right? So this shape I feel needs a little bit more tweaking, so I'm going to kind of change this a little bit. So the gradient or the curve I feel needs to be changed a bit. Okay, so that's not changing it. So can I change this here to 2? No. So maybe it's this that needs to be kind of scaled down. Maybe. So this is starting to look a little bit cooler. So now it's creating more like roundish shapes. This tiling one really needs to kind of size, shapes, offset, random. I think that like this needs to be kind of scaled back a little bit. So let's go 1919. Right, just like that. Just a little bit, I think. So now we have a little bit more of those. I still feel like this is curve. The levels here, I feel, needs to be adjusted. Needs to be flatter, for sure. So if I can just tweak this a little bit, kind of have that, then we might be in business. So I'm just gonna play around with that. There we go. So I just had to blast it up a bit. Yeah, so there's just a little bit more flatness to them. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a little bit better. Maybe round it off just a tad bit more. See, what if I go for like a gradient dynamic, I think it is. I'm just, no, I don't think that's it. Gradient just gonna try. No, that's not it. Go like this. What if I go like this? Go like that. Okay, hold on. Make this grayscale. yeah, it aired out because it needs to be grayscaled. So what happens if I go here and I play around with the gradient here? So if I go, yeah, there we go. So this is what I needed. I needed to just play around with the gradient. So now we have something like this, which will play nicely with this. So I'm just gonna play around with this. We're gonna play around with the shape a little bit more. And for this, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play with this a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is we will play we're just trying to find a good shape, right? So right now with the sides like this and alt, oh sorry, and I need essentially just another gradient mask here. Put it into here, right? So I need a gradient mask. I'm just gonna play around with this a little bit more. I think I want to make this a nice circle. Right, curve this up a bit more. Okay, and then that way we have some nice pebbles. There you go. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. Okay, yeah, so I mean, so now I'm gonna probably do that again, right? And just try and layer it out as much as I could. What I'm gonna do now though is just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna throw this in here. And what this is this kind of like, that might not be good. Let's try something like, let's try something like this for now, spots, right? So let's see if we can get a kind of a decent blend going on here with this. So I'm gonna go like this here, and we're gonna put this in there, right? This kind of creates this like soil kind of look to it, and we're going to max line looks pretty good. Screen looks pretty good, right? So now we have kind of like this sandy with rock kind of thing going on. So what I'm going to do is for this, I'm going to tighten it up a bit more with the gradient map. And for this gradient map, I'm going to go grayscale. Kind of break this, put this back in like this, and I'm going to play around with the gradients. Try and make like bigger rocks, stuff like that. This is kind of blowing out now at this point, so scale this back a little bit. I might want to scale this up more, so I'm going to put a transform into here. Did I not? Hold on, I don't think I delete that. Transform, should put it right in the middle, which is exactly what I want. And I'm going to scale this up a tad bit. Scale this up a tad bit, just so that I get bigger rocks. And I actually think these need to switch. Like I need to switch this around. I need to switch this as the background, and then this as the top part. Right? And then I think these need to be, no, not overlay. It needs to overlay on top of each other, like that. Is it overlay? Screen? Screen. Almost. I feel like it's not there yet. Screen, soft light. Soft light does a decent job. I'm just trying to find a good in between here. Multiply. Max lighting is pretty good. So we got transform. Does do a decent job. Does do a decent job. I feel like I need some more shapes, like more hard rocks and stuff like that, to really sell this, right? So I think that's what I'll probably end up doing on the next episode. But yeah, hopefully you guys kind of learned some of the basics here of how to create a height map by creating some shapes first, putting into a normal converter, throw it into the normals, and now you kind of see how your normals are coming out, right? I feel like there's still lots of work. Obviously, Substance Designer is not something that you'll create a texture and you know in a day or whatever. It takes time to create something good. So yeah, I mean, for me, I am going to continue to work on this, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Dirt might have been pretty good as well. Fractal sum might be decent. So yeah, I mean, I can probably use a bunch of these as shapes to kind of overlay on top. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you guys want to skip through some of the video, check out the timestamps. Again, follow me on Twitter. It's at Dallas_Doan. And tomorrow, hopefully I get to put up another video. I'm going to try and put up a video every single day. If I can. I know I promised, a couple videos a day. I don't think I can do that. It's pretty tough. In the mornings, it's pretty tough for me if I'm not in here early. So at lunchtime, if I can find a room, then I can record and put it up on YouTube. If I can't, then I'm sorry, guys. But I'm going to do my best to try and put one up every single day. But thank you guys so much for following and subscribing. See you guys again next time.